Welcome to Wealth Watchers, your go-to for financial education. We cater to all knowledge levels. Our content covers finance, investing, and wealth. We aim to shape your financial destiny. Let's get started. Ever question why the wealthy continuously enlarge their fortunes while appearing to live a carefree and lavish life? Alright, it's time to reveal the secret. The success of the wealthy doesn't hinge on any enchanted tool, but it lies in something as straightforward yet potent as compound interest. Compound interest, at its core, is the phenomenon of your earnings generating further earnings. It's akin to a snowball, which, while descending a hill, accumulates more snow, progressively expanding its size. Visualize a minuscule seed that you sow into the ground. This seed symbolizes your first investment. With the passage of time and under the right circumstances, this seed sprouts and evolves into a grand tree, signifying the amassed wealth over time. And the best thing? The delectable fruits that this tree produces represent the compound interest which keeps on multiplying and augmenting your wealth. You might be pondering right now it can't be that straightforward, but the reality is it genuinely is. So what is this compound interest and how does it work exactly? Well, let's imagine you're at the top of a snow-covered hill and you roll a small snowball down the slope. As it tumbles down, it starts picking up more snow. It grows not just in size but also in speed. The more it rolls, the more snow it gathers, and the faster it goes. Now let's think of this snowball as your initial investment, and the snow it accumulates represents the interest. The beauty of compound interest is that you're not just earning interest on your original investment, but also on the interest that your investment has already earned. It's interest on interest, which can lead to your savings or investments growing at an accelerating rate, much like our snowball rolling down the hill. It's important to note that compound interest is a long game. It's not about quick wins or instant gratification, it's about patience and time. The longer you leave your money to grow, the larger your snowball becomes. This is why starting early is crucial. Even small amounts invested early can grow into substantial sums over time thanks to the magic of compound interest. Think about it. If you start rolling your snowball from halfway down the hill, it won't have as much time to pick up snow, right? It would be smaller and slower compared to starting from the top. Similarly, the earlier you start investing, the more time your money has to grow. And remember, compound interest isn't just for the big-time investors. It's a tool that anyone can use. Whether you're saving for a new car, a house, or your retirement, compound interest can help you reach your financial goals faster. So, as you can see, compound interest is not just about growing your money, it's about growing your money exponentially over time. And that, my friends, is the truly magical part. Now that we understand compound interest, how does it tie into wealth creation? Well, let's dive right into it. Picture this. You start off with a small initial investment, say $1,000. Nothing too fancy, right? But here's where the magic of compound interest comes into play. Instead of spending the interest you earn, you decide to reinvest it. That means, instead of your initial $1,000 earning interest now, your $1,000 plus the interest you just earned are all working together to bring in even more interest. You're essentially earning interest on your interest. That's the power of compounding. Now let's imagine you do this year after year. Over time, thanks to the magic of compound interest, your small initial investment starts to grow. And not just grow, but expand exponentially. This isn't a slow and steady race, it's more like a snowball rolling down a hill, gaining momentum and size with each passing second. For instance, if you had invested that $1,000 at an annual interest rate of 5% and let it compound for 40 years, you'd end up with over $7,000. And that's without adding a single cent more to your initial investment. So the key here is time. The longer you allow your investment to compound, the more wealth you create. It's not about having a lot of money to invest initially, but rather about starting early and letting time and compound interest do their thing. And remember, this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, it's a slow, steady, and sure process. It's about patience and discipline. But the end result? A substantial amount of wealth created from a relatively small initial investment. So there you have it, the secret to wealth creation isn't just about working harder, but rather working smarter. Remember, the earlier you start, the more time compound interest has to work its magic. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more.